Okay, so I see a lot of biasness in battle rap, right? And there's a lot there's stands and then there's fans. The stands are dick riding, nut hugger, bungee jumping from their pubic hair ass niggas.
Stands from who though? Battle rappers.
And they tell you yes, they yes men. Yes men. Everybody that know me, I'm not that yes man. I'm that nigga that be like, you lost. Just like at that A-Ward and Geechee Gotti battle. My nigga G4, he won the battle, but he choked in the first. And as soon as the battle came out, as soon as the battle was over, we went on break and we walked outside and he started talking to me. I said, nigga, fuck you right now. I'm mad at you.
This was at the same event, you mean, right?
Same event.
Okay.
Same event. I said, fuck you. I'm mad at you right now. You choked in your fucking first. The fuck? Said it just like that. He respected because I'm not that type of nigga. Yeah, you won. Yeah, you had a slight stumble in the first. No, nigga, that was a choke. You know.
The other 2 rounds.
Kept to the buck.
The other 2 rounds is fine. He won. Yeah, 2-1. 2-1.
But you're still telling him he lost, or you're just disappointed?
No, I was disappointed he choked in his first round.
Yeah. You should do that. We should. You don't have. We don't want them to be perfect, but how you strive, how you get there is by striving for being called out when you're not, and the people being real with you. Like it's better when you enable people. You're actually doing more harm than good, bro. And like you said, the stands are a problem, But how do you restore that order? And in a stands perspective, is just how do you stop someone from reacting?
What we need to do is find the authentic people that want the culture, that believe like I said, nobody's bigger than the culture. So there's sometimes the leagues are not gonna. They only gonna get involved if something happens to them, and that's if they, if they're gonna do that. I don't feel like the leagues are gonna do it. Even with that apology with Smack, I don't believe none of that. Mark my words. You save this motherfucking file right now. Dead ass.
You don't think canceling Summer Madness 8 and moving it was one step in doing it? And taking Twerk off the Arsenal battle wasn't another step there. That was something. Showed a little bit, and we don't know what his next move is now. If it's all developing, so everything changes obviously. So I know we've heard things. So,
yeah. We like this is like I see and I know a lot of things. Like right. I'm like, and I'm in there. So I kind of hear things, right? And so, like, I felt like Smack did it for the camera because he lost out on Mayweather Promotions.
Shit, it's big, huge.
Yeah.
And that and the backlash he took when he, saluted Surf the event prior. And he got a lot of backlash for that. They said he should have done a public stand there. Maybe if he did, that would have made Summer Madness turn out different because people were like, well, he's serious back here. So now their mindset would have been different going here, not wanting to piss him off, but they saw he's cool with it. And they see how they came in last days of cool and what happened. So I think that has partly to do with it too.
I compare battle rap right now and all the powers to be. It's like Trumpism. They say one thing, be dead ass. They'll tell you whatever the fuck they want to tell you. No, them are lies down. Mark my word, you're gonna find out when Summer Madness 8 is announced.
Summer Madness.
It's not summer.
It's not even Summer Madness. That shit is Fall Madness.
Just
no, that's Winter Madness. Fuck all that. I ain't.
They just give it another name and leave 8 to next year. It's just come on.
Holiday Madness.
Yeah, that's what it is. Holiday Madness.
Yeah, Holiday Madness.
All right, y'all. One last thing for
but I want to be able to like get everybody on board to have a system to how we're gonna spread restore order, and we don't have to do it. That's cool, but my goal, I know I can't talk for anybody else. So if you fuck with me, you support me, this is what I want. I don't condone fuck shit at all, up from the top to the motherfucking bottom. I don't care if you're a league owner, a battler, a blogger, a media person. I will call you out. I will tag you. If you look at my tweets, I tag everybody. If I'm talking to you, I will tag you. Point blank, period. Off your fuck shit.
That's the way it should be, yeah. Unless you block, that's the way it should be. But let me ask you a question though. Overall, when you sit there, let's just say you was to get the majority of the bloggers on board and a bunch of battle rappers. In what direction would y'all take it in terms of what will be the penalty, and how do you get an actual league to notice that when there's so many people out there talking about if it ain't URL, it don't even count? So how do you really get the league to take notice if you have people who are gonna forever be groupies to the league? How are you ever gonna get a strong something serious to happen where they start taking notice?
We don't pay attention to them, Jay.
I mean, I can give you one example. You remember when Sturf was like, it doesn't matter if Les is on Smack, the most respected, all that other shit. You remember that, right? And he was doing that run of chokes. He had a choke run.
But he said that, I think, after the Verb battle.
You remember all that, right?
Yeah.
You remember all that. All the way up to T-Rex, Shotgun Suge, that was about that time right there.
Yeah.
He was like, it doesn't matter if it's on there. Fuck them. Like, he didn't say fuck them, but he's like, pretty much he did say fuck them because it just don't matter if it's because I'm a URL baby, da-da-da-da-da, right? This is the same time he battled T-Top, right?
Yeah.
He choked. So it don't matter where you at. Because if it only counts on Smack and you choke on Smack, right?
And that, not just that,
this is before jail. Gnome 6. He ain't had no excuses. What was the excuses at for Gnome 6? We ain't hear no excuses. We ain't hear nobody in the uproar. You know what I mean? We didn't hear none of that. Surface to go. Oh, he still beat him. No, nope.
But what that got to do with getting the leagues to take notice?
Look. I'm about to go here. He goes to jail. He gets booked for Gnome 8. Gnome 8, he chokes. The leagues condone it. Therefore, the leagues that we're talking about that needs to be on a restore order, they're not going to do it at all. It takes us to change their decision because Smack just apologized to everybody and told everybody he wasn't condoning that shit. Things are gonna change. We're gonna redo things and all this other type of stuff, right?
Think about that, Jay.
I still don't see how the hell that, like, unless you're gonna get every single blogger to talk down on it. And here's the thing: the main ones who matter are willing to pretty much drop to their knees the moment one of them give them attention. So it's almost like,
and that's when the guidelines come in, because you already know what the guidelines in. If you're trying to get clout and attention and shit like that, and you dick riding and all that other stuff, then we all gonna see it. So then we're gonna have to call you on your fuck shit, and you have to address yourself. You know what I mean? Like, we have to give everybody the same fucking energy. And I see a lot of people that don't, they pick and choose. And I hate that shit. I don't choose. So that's why I'm saying, like, I know other people are saying restore order that y'all don't like, but I'm, for myself, if y'all following me, I'm very genuine about this battle rap shit, bro. I don't give a fuck who the hell they are. I'm mad at Summer Madness 7. They dropped the ball. We needed that. We needed that for the next step, next level in battle rap. But I blame these stands. They fucking it up, just like with the choking shit. Like, we can't even, a nigga choke, they be like, oh, he still won that round. Like, how? We just changed the whole fucking rule because niggas are just dick riding? How we let them overtake what was the essence of fucking battle rap?
But isn't that the minority opinion you're talking about here? I mean, I don't know if that's like a majority.
It seems like the majority, to be honest.
It changed, DME. Back then in Fight Club, right? Even on the street.
You choke, you lose the round.
You was gone, bro. Like, and that's how it's supposed to have kept it. It should have kept it like that, right? But then we got to blame the league owners also when Lux choked against Calico and he allowed him to sit there for forever until he called time. Before that, when niggas choke, time. They got them niggas up out of battle, got them off their league. They didn't put them back on there. Now the star power came. That's where the stands came in. And they overtook because the star power. We just had bars over names, and it just totally switched in the year.
You made Jimmy wait a whole hour.
The league owner said the battle with Geechee Gotti and A-Ward will drop. Okay. I just want to just let everybody know, like, it'll be dropping soon. So
now, if y'all don't know, you did your blog on 100K bar fight battle league. Got it right this time. He promised to have it drop 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. So as the drop, had a little temper tantrum on Twitter. No big deal. And then my man Capology did a blog on it. And but you heard that it's dropping. Have you spoken to 100K?
Well, you know, after my blog, you know, my homeboy G4, like, he's a vet in battle rap. He started out there with the crack city and shit like that. He battled Vicky Myers. He battled Cali Boy Smooth. You know, from the West Coast nigga. He's from the Midwest, but he battled on the West. So he took like 3 years off, and he's now trying to return. So he's in Wichita, Kansas, right? I talked to him, and what happened was another MC that was there went live. 100K haven't seen my blog yet. He finally went to go look at it. Everybody went live on Facebook. G4 went live on Facebook, added 100K, and they had a conversation. So I heard the conversation after I got off work. And, he explained, like, it's going to drop. He's just trying to do some little things to the battle. So don't worry, it's going to drop.
Did he lose a camera angle or something? One of the camera's angles? Or?
Yeah, I think because A-War said it was like a camera, it was only down to one camera angle.
Yeah, well, they heard that one of them he can't use or something. So, hopefully it still looks fine. But
so I was just like,
camera.
Yeah, and what my frustration was when I did that blog, I'll probably take it down because my frustration was because since I started trying to rebuild Kansas City and the Midwest, I felt like I've done a lot, try to help out people in Kansas City and gave battles to, and then after that, you can see clearly niggas are jumping out windows and shit like that, and it got real crazy, and I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not moving dealing with doing this shit. I need to get back where I started from, mainstream battle rap, because clearly there's a division within the city. I'm not about to be a part of that shit. If it's gonna be the Midwest, then we need to rep the Midwest. I don't want to be a part of no fuck shit. I don't, because I don't do fuck shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't condone fuck shit.
Okay, well, hopefully that battle comes out. Hopefully Don Marino and Gunpowder Pat comes out. Norb's promised that battle 4 days ago. Still hasn't dropped. Shout out to Don Marino. He follows me. He's a fan of the Union. And
Salute.
he's been wondering why it hasn't dropped either. But he said it should be coming soon. I heard he had a good showing. He did choke in the first round. But Don choked, but I guess he got it back. You know, it was a stumble choke. Got it back, and they said he was fired around second and third.
Guys, this Mook battling 22-minute round could be motivation for you guys not to fucking choke. Know your fucking round.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And I'll say that, like it really, I really thought about it, because when Hollow was on Ruin Your Day the other day, he said about he gave his insight on the choking situation. He said prior to Loaded Lux, Calico, almost no one ever choked. No one thought about choking. Like you said, if you did, you lost that round. Yeah, it happened, but it wasn't something that was in their head that it was ever going to happen. People just got through their rounds. Yeah. And then it seemed to get normalized after Lux choked against Calico and still won the battle. And maybe it subconsciously got into people's heads, hey, you know, I can choke and still win. That's that. He said he might be bugging, but that's kind of the theory he came up with. So
that's pretty much the same thing Capo just said.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, there you go. I don't know. It's interesting. You know, maybe it has a part to play with it. I don't know. But it's definitely something that wasn't a thing and turned into a thing, because I think we let
you got a whelp on it.
The entry level to get into battle rap is a little easy. You think it's too easy to get into battle rap?
Hold this. If y'all don't know, like I told y'all in the beginning, I'm the one that did the Danny Myers and St. Mike. So you know how genuine I am about battle rap and the culture. I want everybody to know, like, I'm going to do it, but I need donations. And when I say the card that I have lined up will be the quality of a Danny Myers and St. Mike and better.
Doing your own league or something?
Say that again.
Doing your own league, or what are you doing?
A lot of people that I know, you know, from the little guys to the mainstream guys that I built a rapport with, networking, they see how passionate I am, right? And to put on for the Midwest, they want to see somebody that's going to be not a clout chaser, not authentic. They're doing it for the culture, and they feel like I should do it. But at the end of the day, I wanted to do something just for the culture in general. But I presented an opportunity to do my own league. But this card that I'm gonna have is going to be 6 battles, and the battles are gonna be epic. Things that people have talked about that the big leagues are not going to book at all. Period. Things that we would like to see. So that's why I said I preface it with Danny Myers and St. Mike. Now, mind you, I am tapped in with the West Coast also, because I was doing a co-host with a West Coast radio show out there for about about almost close to a year. You know what I mean? So
set up disaster in Sharon, I will donate. Do it for me. Please. No one wants to set it up.
And then so I'm gonna have pay-per-view for that.
Oh, you got pay-per-view too? Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be pay-per-view also. But I just wanna say, if y'all
combat pay-per-view?
Combat Battle League, well, yeah, they did pay-per-view, but they did it through another pay-per-view stream. You know what I mean? And in my production, I have, somebody that is well known in the culture of battle rap, mainstream, big stage, and he actually lives in my city. So I have all the workings to give the culture a great battle. The only thing I'm debating about if it's going to be judge battle.
Do you manage anybody, Capo?
I told everybody that hit me up to want me to manage them. I told them at this point in my life, I am dealing with life issues that will distract me from being a manager.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So for right now, once I get everything in order, I'll be clear and free to do that. I have 6 people right now that want me to be their manager. And these are all legit artists. They battle rappers, they're rappers, singers, things like that. So, at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is, sponsors, anybody that want pay-per-view, ad time, things like that. So if y'all want to, just hit me up. I'm Capology Facts on Twitter, Hold to Sell Media. If you want to ask if it's all Gucci with me, you can talk to Danny Myers. You can talk to Geechee Gotti. You could talk to Coffee Brown.
You brought Geechee to the A-Ward battle, right? Didn't you set that up?
No, I had nothing to do with that battle. But this is what I said in my blog. If I never brought Danny Myers and St. Mike and gave it to the Connects to put it in Kansas City, that battle would never happen on that league.
Okay.
Because it's my networking that got me that battle, and I talked to Danny about it. I know St. Mike was going to be cool with it. You know what I mean? But once I linked with Danny and I told him that, he was like, that shit is fire. I'm with it. I was like, cool. I'm going to put it down here in Kansas City. He was like, shoot me a price. And I gave it to them. I said, this is what I'm giving y'all, this gift. You know what I mean? I'll help out with the room and the flight. You don't got to worry about that. Just pay that bill right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So at the end of the day, yo.
He's got to put what's popping. If he wants video, if not, then he doesn't.
Turn your video on.
Yeah,
give me a sec.
You're not getting any visual.
So at the end of the day, I'm just looking for sponsors. I might, if you want to donate, that's cool. You know what I mean? But I want to do it in June of next year. So I want to get everything situated, all the business aspects to it. I want to get it all situated, have the pay-per-view pre-sales out in a timely manner so everybody can see what I'm talking about. And the people that are the people that's on this list, they promo and everything. They're top battlers. Okay? And the matchups I got for y'all, Harlem Fresh knows.
Salute to the room. My fault. I don't mean to cut nobody off. Shout out to Visuel. Shout out to Jay Legend. Shout out to DME Detroit. Capology Facts was Gucci, my guy. Harlem Fresh is in the building.
Salute.
What up, my nigga?
Ain't shit. It's hot as hell out here in Texas, my nigga. I'm in the whip sweating. Let me turn on this AC, you dig?
Harlem, can you flip your phone sideways?
I got you, family.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
Move
better.
your steering wheel, nigga. Move your
I
steering
got you. You know,
Move-
I'm in the benzo. I'm in the benzo with the steering wheel. Let's go.
What's up, my guy?
Ain't shit, chilling, man. More money, less problems, you know. Trying to make my next move the best move, you dig?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, this has been a pretty good segment, man. This is honestly, it's been rough in the beginning.
See,
All right,
that's
you
the
gave
shit
it
that
to
got
me.
me frustrated.
What?
All
So
you
you
keep
can get
fucking
something out of
talking
it,
about
or he can get
that.
something out of it.
But
Yeah.
It's all Big Joel's fault. It's all his fault. All he does is start.
Hey, Jay Legend. Hey, hey, but you know what? And I understand. I do understand where he's coming from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And us old heads, we get stubborn and we get in our way. Like fuck that shit. But you know, I God damn, I don't want to say it like this. No, I'm not going to say it like this. I just want us to. I'm the peaceful guy. You can ask Harlem Fresh. I'm really peaceful. I want to join everybody because the only way we can get to the top is everybody uniting. Get there. Like we can't, because this division we have. Like we can't have the division. Like we can talk and just, like I said earlier, we could talk about our issues and then we could just move on. That don't mean you don't have to watch a certain person. You just not, you know, you just don't let it make you angry or get you upset. You know what I mean? When you see stupid shit, right? But we need to address the fuck shit. If they want to come back and not really hear the message and come back and want to set trip with you, or you know, and when I say set trip, when beef with you, right?
No,
So like, if they want to come out and do that shit, like, then you're being emotional. Like that means you actually are what we're telling you are.
All right. My whole thing, not to cut you off or just to chime in on the conversation, is like my whole thing with the restore order thing. I felt like it's a situation that's needed to be done, but lately it's only been spoken about. Nobody's really taken the initiative to like, yo, let's really start making these moves. Let's start really gathering people so that niggas in the league owners and the big bloggers, quote unquote, could see that we serious about this as supporters of the culture and fans and shit like that. Like, and then when I'm saying restore order, I'm talking about basically on that stage. My whole thing is about the bars, the deliverance, the performance. Niggas pay pay-per-view. We want to see certain battlers. We expect they're being professionals about the situation because they getting paid for the shit. But then it's like, yo, y'all choking. Yo, you only coming with 2 rounds. Oh, 2 rounds is good enough, and you hearing that out the league owner's mouth. Nah, fuck that. When did that become acceptable? So as far as anything off the stage, I'm not really concerned about that because that's something totally different. I care about what's being done on the stage, and that's my personal opinion for it.
well,
And
I think you have every right to have that feeling from a personal standpoint, but if you're going to be at the forefront of restore order, you can't limit yourself to that. You personally could say these are my concerns, and can't nobody argue that.
Yeah.
But you can't solely take that position if you're gonna spearhead restore order, because everyone involved with the culture has to be put in line. You can't let one section fall flat and only worry about this other half, because then you really not gonna get nowhere. Now, personally, you can do that, but not if you're trying to. Just like you said, which I agree with you. Fuck all the talking. Something actually got to be done. If you're gonna do that, then you gotta hold everyone a piece of this culture accountable. You gotta hold media accountable. You gotta hold bloggers, because to me it ain't always the same, but whatever. You gotta hold all of them accountable. You gotta hold the so-called hardcore fan accountable.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that's the more difficult part, is the fans, because there's so many of us. But at the end of the day, while personally you can feel like, yo, this is the area that I don't like, that just can't be your mind state if you're gonna actually create a movement. You understand?
I'm just saying that's where I was coming from with it. Like from me personally, that's where I was coming from with it. Now the other stuff, of course, that's going to have to come into play as well. It got to trickle down the line. But the first thing I want to do basically is gather the troops to have that support and cast, so a nigga ain't out there by his lonesome saying restore order. Know what I mean? And then other niggas is like, nah, fuck out of here. And then you the only nigga saying restore order. But it's because it's power in numbers. And the more of us that look at it and we come at this shit serious and we, now I mean, respectfully do what we need to do, then other people, I think, are sort of oblige and come towards our side of things. Now I mean? Because everybody should be held accountable for everything. If you did any fuck shit ever, you should be held accountable for it. And you should be man enough to say, yo, I did this, I fucked up, and yo, I got to do better. Now I mean? Or I didn't mean to do this, but it turned out that way, but I'm at fault for that. I take full blame and responsibility for my actions for that certain situation. And that's just how I look at it, my G. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have no beef with no bloggers. I don't even think about beefing with bloggers. I don't beef with battle rappers. I just call shit how I see it. And when certain niggas do certain shit and it really catch my attention, I'm like, yo, hold on, dog. This is not what this shit is about. And I mean, that's just where I was coming from with it. But you absolutely right. But, you know, timing is everything. We want to get everything all together and we want it all fixed, but we can only do so much at so time with the amount of people that we got that see shit the way that we see it. It's a difference between the fans and then there's a difference between the stands. And right now, I think the culture is being overpopulated by stands, not fans, not supporters. It's being overpopulated by stands. Yes, ma'am. And niggas that just ride dick, pause, no homo. But that's how I just look at it. And I'm not with that fugazi shit. I'm like, yo, keep it a stack, have the same energy 24/7. If it's something that you don't like, let's address it. If it's on a personal level, and like say if it's something that I did and one of y'all didn't like it and you got my number, my nigga, call me up on the phone. We could address it. And then if we need to put a blog out about it and be like, yo, me and my man Harlem Fresh talked about this. And yo, this is how we looking at it. And we delivering this to y'all, to the people, to see that, yo, this ain't just bullshit talk. We actually support and we actually know this culture. And we want y'all to come to the forefront and ride with us to get this shit straight to where it need to be.
Is it really, you guys really are on this, do you think the stands are more than the fans? Because my thing is, if that's true, then these polls, when we put out who won, would always be the popularity contest, and they're not. Every time I watch a poll, it's usually correct. So I don't understand how you guys say that. Like, okay, DNA and Shotgun and Twerk battle. Twerk's way more popular, all right? And it's like 97 says DNA won. So it's only like 10% stands.
Well, I'm not talking about DME. I'm not talking about just the polls, DME. I'm talking about in general.
But I'm
like
saying
in general.
Twerk is not more popular. Twerk is not more popular. He is not. He had.
Show me a poll where that's been.
DNA is a legend vet.
Yeah, but in the battle rap community, and you know what I'm talking about, he's not looked up to.
Yeah, I know.
Twerk, like you said, has a lot of stands, but yet he could not win that poll. He couldn't even get 20%, even with all the stands. That's kind of where I was coming from. I think it's a minority. You know,
well, I don't think. I think it's a majority, and even more so, this is what I think. Everything we can't get everything off the pause, but we can't get everything off the poll. So let me ask you a question. You mean to tell me it ain't the stands because they're stand league owners?
Yes.
It's a different.
Yes, it is.
So we're gonna sit there and say it's not the stands that are making sure guys are being booked. Whether you're a league owner or a fan, you mean to tell me it ain't the stands who are making sure that the guys are running off with fucking deposits left or right? That ain't some stand shit that you keep booking them, or you as a fan will keep tagging your local league owners or whatever until they go and get that guy?
Right. And I want to know in how in practice does this really work? Like you're coming at it with the power numbers. Is that what I'm getting? Harlem?
Well, I mean, in general, there's power in numbers with everything. It's power in numbers.
So how do you actually make this? Because I'm trying to. How do you make this into an actual thing? Like, I don't understand how it works because you're gonna do whatever you want, and I don't know what kind of movement you're gonna get where it's gonna outdo all the other casual fans that actually are the ones who. You know, they get the majority of their money from. It's like, I don't know how this works. Isn't it just, to me, restore order should just be organically, what we always should be doing. I don't think there ever was order. I think in this kind of business, you're always trying to be right. All right, everyone should be called out on their dumb shit. Everybody should be praised, and we try to work it out. But I think there's always people tend to, when you have a movement, they tend to like not, they go against it on purpose because they don't like to be told what to do. But when it comes organically, which I think it happens now. Like, look, everybody always talks about everything, but how do you really like convince the people in power, URL and the leagues, what to really do when they want to do it? The only way you can do it is the pocketbook. So I don't know.
He said the pocketbook.
Not buying the pay-per-views and not spending the money on them. That's how you hurt them. I don't know any other way though. That logically. I understand what you're trying to do. I just don't understand in practice how it works. And
this is the beginning stages, because in the beginning it was just hashtag restore order. We got to restore order, and all it was doing was having conversations about it, but wasn't really going out here and fighting. Like, no, we're not doing this. Like, we have to get our culture back for those who have been in this shit for so long. Like, because if we don't, it's not, bro. I don't want to keep on watching the same old shit over and over and over again, bro. It's been like so many years now. It's like it's like this. It goes like this. It's no elevation with this battle rap shit, because do you know there's like 720 leagues out here?
Yeah, I know there's a whole lot. It's in the hundreds. I know that.
Yeah, every time you turn around, there's a new league owner or a new league.
There's like 720 some shit. Go to Verse Tracker and you'll see how many leagues there is, and it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like 85% of those leagues are really not doing what they need to do to push more artists or more talent out there. Like, I feel like there is no artist development. You know what I mean? If you sign somebody in a contract like URL, there should be artist development. You should be working with these niggas. You should be like putting them through spit me your bars. All right. Spit me your first bar. Turn the radio up.
You can argue that URL doesn't need
things like that, because on your platform you want the best. You don't want motherfuckers to choke. But if you choke, cool. If it's once, you had a mistake. But if it's 8 battles in a row, it shouldn't even get to 8 battles in a row to address this shit. And I feel like the stands are so much like with the Surf with his 2 rounds. There was people out there saying they was cool with their 2 rounds.
But Rum Nitty won all the polls. And Surf is way more popular than him. That kind of proves my point.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, you heard it. It's so loud because it's so ridiculous. So it overpowers the majority, I think. But and everything you just said there, I agree with. But to me, that happens anyways. If you want, see, here's the problem I also have. It's really subjective, because you might think, and I may agree with you, that we keep getting the same matchups, but maybe there's other people who disagree with us. Who holds more power? Like, ultimately it's up to the leagues. And we can try to convince the leagues and persuade them and get on our blogs and talk our shit. God knows I do. Anytime that's something, I only blog for 2 reasons. I only turn that camera on for 2 reasons: when I'm pissed off and when I'm excited. And there's no other time I'm blogging. Right?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm not gonna come out here and just say something. I can't. So, because I have no interest, and I feel like organically it happens. I respect the movement. I'm trying to figure out how it really works. And
I'm not telling nobody to be like, because you're right. When we turn on our camera, we're emotional. Like, we're so passionate about battle rap. We just film our expression and how we feel. We don't mean no malice to people. Certain people don't. They have thin skin, so they take it as you trying to diss them, dog them, and things like that. And that's not what real media and bloggers that are really into the culture does. because I don't look at DME Detroit be like, oh, he don't like these motherfuckers right here. He just be talking shit. No, I see the passion in you because you like battle rap. You love battle rap. You know what I mean? And then especially if you putting your hard-earned money into it, you want to watch. You're going to pay for what you want. You know what I mean?
And I'm hardest on the people I like more than I am the ones the people I don't like. I'm not hard on them because I don't care. I don't care what they, you know. I'm hard on Twerk because I'm one of his biggest fans, and I would not blog after blog about him if I wasn't a fan of yours, Twerk, not a stan. If I wasn't one of your real, I'm actually one of your real fans. I'm not the one you told to suck your dick. I'm one of your real fans. Your fake stans are the ones who tell you who are enabling what you're doing. Those are the real. Those are the real stans. All right. Me and all the people who are criticizing you are your real fans, and you should know that.
And I think the criticism comes from being disappointed because it's like, yo, I'm one of your biggest fans. I'm one of your supporters, and this is what you do, my nigga. Like, I done spoke big on your name. Like, Twerk about to body this nigga, and then you wind up choking and then jerseying out. What the fuck is going on here? You making me look stupid for being a supporter. So I fully understand you with that. Why you would be hard on him, no homo. Know what I mean? It's like, yo, my dude, step your shit up. You supposed to, know what I mean? You supposed to be New Jersey Twerk. You that new energetic nigga that niggas have come to like, and your style is unorthodox, and we excited about it. We want to hear when you about to say a strap in to see if you about to go that extra limit. But when you can't even get through your shit, and then after a battle in an interview, you saying fuck everybody, suck my dick. It's like, my nigga, what are you talking about?
Every upcoming battler's goal and dream is for them to get the fans to care about them. That's what they want. Bad or good, just to notice them. So, you know, once you get that noticeability, you have a responsibility now to live up to the fans. Now, I get it's not always going to happen, and I've never killed anybody for choking. We're humans. It's the consecutiveness, and it's the attitude outside about it. You know, I don't kill Chess. When you hear me talk about Chess, because he's humble about it, he looks genuine. He doesn't look like he never came out and did all this. He never choked against Gluezy. Then the next day he says, I will body Calico. Like, he doesn't do that. All right. So, you know, that it's how you handle yourself. And it's just a little bit.
That's a great point.
So,
it is. It's a great point because Chess, not for nothing. When Chess was first on the scene, Chess was like one of my favorites.
And he's
like, yo,
exactly.
I'm like, this young nigga's out here cooking. You hear what he's saying? It's what he's saying and how he's saying it. This little nigga is nice. But after choking, so many times, it's like, yo, come on, Chess, get it together, dog. I know you one of them niggas. You letting me down right now. But I could see in Chess' eyes that he feel like he let himself down, and he know he's letting his fans down because he's like, yo, I'm one of the youngest niggas, and they know I talk that shit, but I got to be able to get through this shit, dog. And if I can't get through with it, it's like a lackluster performance, so I'm letting everybody down. The league owners that paid me to battle, my name is on the line because I'm battling, and I can't even get through my full shit without having some type of hiccup or a mistake. So, but at the same time, I never heard Chess get on the interview and say, yo, fuck the fans, fuck everybody, suck my dick. Never.
He took the Gluezy battle for free because he knew he messed up in the Chef Trez in the prior. He took it for free to prove a point, and he still choked there. But, you know, who would Twerk do a battle for free on URL? I highly doubt it. You know, I highly doubt it. So
I doubt it.
You know, and why not? What's the difference here?
Let me ask you.
Chess had an unbelievable round against Tay-Rock, round one. It's a classic round, right? You know, and he shows as many big, and he gets more views than Twerk. Look at Chess's views; they're crazy. He's popular. Yeah. Right? But they're not booking him no more. It's done. And I'm here. You know, we know what's going on with Twerk. That's all I'm saying. So I'm always going to talk about what the leagues and what they're doing. And also, do you think that these guys? Do they think that them guys are interesting because they both getting that same kind of push early? Do you think that's hurting them? Is that, you know, causing them too much pressure? Should I care about that? They're men. Should I even care about that? They're grown-ups.
Scared about their feelings?
No, just care about, is URL pushing them too fast where it actually hurt them?
Yes, some
they do.
Some of them, yeah, they do.
You should care.
I think they push Chess way too fast.
Did they push Bourne? Did they push Born? Did they push anybody?
Born's been around for too long,
was
bro.
too fast though.
I
Calco's
think-
18.
Did they push Big K?
I was gonna say, I think URL got away from bars over names. I think they got away from that.
Well, they did.
That didn't really work when he tried it out. People were.
I feel you on that, but I'm just saying. You see how we keep seeing the same people in the cards? It's because of their name and their quote unquote star power. Nah, my nigga. If a nigga choke, he should not be on the next event. Give somebody else that didn't choke prior that chance to get on that stage to prove themselves.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you choking.
Let me ask you something. Wonder if they announced in Holiday Madness 8.
He said Holiday.
T-Rex and on that card and Twerk. How would y'all feel?
I've already gone on record saying I will boycott any Twerk song.
We're not doing that. We are not doing that. I'm not buying that.
No.
Because it makes no sense to see them when we just seen what they did on the last SM or whatever. I forgot what card it was on. There's so many cards. I don't want to see that.
Rex didn't do bad. He did some stupid shit sitting on the edge of the stage.
Well, I said
bad.
He got 30. That nigga got 30.
But yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, it's not like he did some real fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? He lost, but I didn't like the sitting on the stage part. But other than that, he fucking lost. What I'm saying is, I won't buy that because NJT's involved. You understand? Yeah. If you got Rex and somebody else up there, I'll buy that.
I think T-Rex is more like he's earned more, to have a couple of mess ups than Twerk has.
Let's say this. And I know this is never going to happen. It's just
hypothetical.
What if hypothetical? Wanted to have Prez Mafia on there.
No.
Or B Magic. Those are my three guys: B Magic, Prez, or Twerk.
Prez booked for a lot of upcoming battles, bro.
And when they do that, if they do that, right? What do we do as real fans of this culture? Because we're gonna boycott just that?
It's interesting discussion. I don't know. Because I'm not boycotting Hollow and John John. I'm telling you right now, I want.
Oh hell no! I'm watching that.
I'm not boycotting that. All right, so.
Yeah,
I'm such a big advocate of one like Hollow, like I am. Like I want to see the fucking Hollow battle.
I do too.
But let's say there's a Twerk on the card of which you want to boycott because he's fucking up.
Crazy question.
What do you choose?
It's just like your biggest artist that you want to see. They have a free concert, but the one stipulation is Donald Trump will be in the building.
See, but now here's my thing.
Yeah.
I want to see Hollow and John John also, but I feel they was to book NJT or Prez Mafia on there, that this would be the time for you to boycott. Because this is now, this is what they're looking forward to. This is the big thing. And overseas, you don't think that they're looking, if there's ever a time for bootleg, then this would fucking be
it. Hell yeah.
I can't do that with the Donna on the card.
No, because that's what I'm saying, bitch. Well, it only goes back.
All right?
Hold on, but all of this only goes back to the blog that me and Visuel did. Here's what I said. The reason why, and it's not to kick over the restore order thing. It's just to prove the point. Where it's being proved right here in this conversation. People are always going to have their reasons on why they're going to give certain shit a pass.
Of course.
To me, this will be the perfect time to make the statement. Because Hollow and John, and it's this big spectacle that it deserves to be.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth of the matter is, if you really want to make a statement, then that will be the perfect time to do it, but people are not going to do it. So that's what makes it hard for
too
me.
much of a Hollow fan, bro.
And it leads to another discussion as to, because of the actions of Twerk, does Hollow and John John have to get hurt by that? Is that their fault?
Right.
Yes, it's not their fault. It's not their fault.
More
But
so, I'll let it be known.
It's gonna hurt them.
No, you can still watch them on YouTube.
There you go. There you go. So my whole thing is, this is why the restore order thing is never gonna be what people want it to be, because there's always gonna be somebody making an exception for something.
Well, we have to
Summer
have
Madness 8 would be the perfect time for everybody to voice their opinion if he was to be booked. This will be the perfect time for everyone to show their shit and let URL know we not fucking having it. But guess what? People are not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's not gonna be a cakewalk. I mean,
Cause it's like you damned if you do or damned if you don't. But I just get tired of sitting around saying restore order, but not trying to put forth some type of initiative or get a gathering or a group of people that can support my vision, so we could have enough numbers to show the league owners like, yo, what are y'all doing? We not supporting this type of shit. I don't care if you got to take it back to the days where y'all was battling in front of the Adam Clayton Powell State Building. We got to do something, but I'm not about to support this shit.
But this is what I'm saying. Gnome 8, or excuse me, this Holiday Madness shit, time for people to flex. It will be the perfect time for people to flex, but it's not going to happen. And then, right when the year comes up...
I will be.
No, but do you get my point, though, Capo? Do you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
And that was a big point of what I was making in that blog, and that got glossed over because of all the other shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's shit like this is why this shit would never happen, because of that.
I mean, and plus, it's just, I mean, we need to get realistic. I mean, in this short amount of time, are you going to gather that many? Like I said, I'm going to go right back to it. If people are that pissed off about twerk, like me, if there are enough people, then organically they just won't buy the pay-per-view. It's going to hurt them like that. Movements can help.
But then you will make the exception because Hollow's on the card.
You know, he only has 3 battles on URL that he did not choke.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like I said, I don't care about that. I more care about, and I actually do. I care about that. I do. But
what?
No. But my issue for being so stern and saying I'm not supporting it is the no-shows to the other leagues, the recycling as well, and the attitude towards the fans and the culture.
I mean, because the reason why I say that, because since when did Smack changed? Ever since that blog and said, I'm rich, I don't give a fuck, I took it as word. Nigga, he's rich, he don't give a fuck. He was drunk at battles and events and shit. He maybe even high, you know, I don't know. I hear the rumblings, but you know what I mean? So it's like, it was more about the money instead of the essence of battle rap, where he say he's the most respected. You're not respected when they come on that platform, choke, don't perform the quality that we used to see on that platform. There's a few people that choke, but goddamn, it just feel like everybody's choking nowadays.
Yeah.
They're dropping the ball, and we just seen it at Summer Madness 7. They dropped the ball big.
It's like the chicken pox. You know when a nigga get the chicken pox? The nigga get the chicken pox and you touch him and then you get the next nigga the chicken pox. Niggas is giving each other the chokes. A lot of niggas getting the chokes from other niggas, and that shit is crazy.
It's normalized.
It's an epidemic.
Especially when you give them people the wins. Oh, he choked this. And I don't even call a lot of these are chokes. These are quits. They quit. When you choke, you're rapping and then you forget. What Twerk does is the crowd ain't fucking with him and then he quits. Go even look
exactly.
Even in his good battles. I watched Clean Paper and Twerk yesterday. He almost did it in that first round, but he didn't. He set a line, the crowd didn't react, and he swear to you, he was about to just jersey it after a minute. But then he did it and he kept going and he had a fire performance all 3 rounds. But he almost did it there, and I saw it. When you go back and watch it, and he repeats lines so much. He repeats one line like sometimes 3 or 4 times, a lot, even in his good performances.
And a lot.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, if the crowd isn't fucking with him, and it was on clear display against Mr. Wavy and against a DNA. When the crowd's not fucking with him and he says a few lines, it messes him up, and he doesn't choke, he quits.
Yeah, I'm saying, yo,
he just be rapping and then say Jersey.
He overrated, bro.
Really. And he's had moments, but when you really think about it, I'm a real big fan of his, but I'm not a big fan of the. It's one specific style and always yelling like it was on clear display against Clean Paper. All 3 rounds were in the exact same cadence and delivery throughout. That's why to me, Hollow is my favorite because he's very versatile. He can jump into dirty batches and change everything depending on how the battle's going. Twerk is I'm writing. You know, a lot of these battles are what I wrote. I'm gonna deliver, and that's it. There's no like real feel to it. Like you're actually battling. Like he's sizing you up and he's changing as it's going. It's literally I'm reading. I'm reciting a play with these other guys. That's why I like the people who are more versatile and can freestyle, and that's why I think Hollow is the GOAT. To me, you don't have to agree. To me, he is.
No, that's fine. I just don't want to sit here and have another fucking blog about New Jersey twerk. Like, we've done enough of that shit.
I'll try to turn it into Hollow blog. All right, go ahead.
Get that shit out of here. One last thing I want to ask everybody here, because I definitely got to go. I want everybody just a quick assessment, if possible, because there's 5 of us in here. Is it possible we could get a quick assessment of this Mook and Tay-Rock situations in terms of it's a lot of people now calling for a fucking battle, and me personally, I feel like fuck a battle, they need to have a conversation, because regardless, my opinion, regardless of what Mook said, I didn't feel there was a need for all to suck my dick and all that old extra shit that Tay-Rock said. So at the end of the day, I just want to ask you guys, are you more of a fan of wanting to see them battle, or are you more of a fan of wanting to see them have a conversation as men and straighten out the bullshit?
Me personally, I say they should have a conversation if they really have history like that. Now, I mean, Mook is supposed to be the forefront of Dot Mob. Tay-Rock was invited into Dot Mob through them. So I think they should have a behind-the-scenes conversation. I think that one too many battle rappers or people in general are too free with that suck my dick shit, because we don't play that shit. We do not.
Fuck.
Jay, you already know.
I told you.
Jay, you already know. We don't play that shit.
No, not whatsoever.
So it's like that phrase is being thrown around loosely way too much. And then I'm thinking niggas is gay because shit, when a girl sucking my dick, I enjoy that shit. I'm not about to tell a nigga to suck my dick because that's enjoyment. So that's gay anyway off the rip. So where we from, Jay, you already know that's suck your what? Nigga, I'll punch you in your motherfucking mouth. You say some shit like that to me. Know what I mean? That's
say it again, Harlem Fresh. I don't think they heard you, man.
Tay-Rock said that? I don't remember that. When did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. He said that, and he typed it out on Twitter, and I think he said it during the IG live or Instagram live. And like I said, niggas say that shit where me and Jay is from, and I'm pretty much they should do it where y'all from. A nigga tell you suck their dick, the first thing you trying to do is punch that nigga dead in his mouth. Like, nigga, don't ever disrespect me like that, B. Yeah. So I think they should have a conversation. If they can't have a conversation, then fuck it. Let them battle then. Know what I mean? Let them battle. But let them battle for some serious shit, like when it takes both persons. Let's get to that Fight Club days. That's why I started posting some of those old Fight Club battles on Twitter earlier today and shit. Like, you see how the nigga was putting that money on there, standing on the pool table. Yo, y'all niggas be quiet. It's on him. It's on 40 Cal. Y'all niggas be quiet. It's on San Scarfo. Now I mean, when it take all. Like, that type of shit.